Thank you to our persons who played. You can just bring your instruments up here on the grass and set them down. Corn was developed in the Americas from a naturally occurring grass that had a head of grains about 1.5 inches long, millennia ago, and is one of the few incidences in human history of a naturally occurring plant being altered by human cultivation to become what it is today. The custom of cultivating corn migrated up from South America, up the Mississippi River Valley, and out from there. The history of farming in the world is thought by many archaeologists and historians to have begun in the Mediterranean region of the country. And I will play a folk song from Israel now called Zum Gali Gali. I'll play that on a mandolin, an instrument often used with Hebrew music. Our hands on the strong beats of the song. On clap, 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 clap. Here we go. Zoom, golly, 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 zoom, golly, golly, zoom, golly, 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 zoom, golly, golly. Pioneers work hard on the land. Men and women work hand in hand. Zoom, golly, 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 zoom, golly, golly. As they labor all day long, they lift their voice in song. Zoom, golly, 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 zoom, golly, golly, zoom, golly, 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 zoom, golly, golly. Pioneers work hard on the land, men and women work hand in hand. Zoom, golly, 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 zoom, golly, golly, zoom, golly, 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 zoom, golly, golly. As they labor all day long, they lift their voice in song. Zoom, golly, 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 zoom, golly, golly, zoom, golly, 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 zoom, golly, golly. Now you keep singing zoom, golly, golly while I sing the verses, please. Just keep singing zoom, golly, golly. Ready? Zoom, golly, 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 zoom, golly, golly, zoom, golly, 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 zoom, golly, golly. Years work hard on the land, men and women work hand in hand. As they labor all day long, they lift their voices in song. Zoom, golly, 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 zoom, golly, golly, zoom, golly, 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 zoom, golly, golly, zoom, golly, 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 zoom, golly, golly, zoom, golly, 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 zoom, golly, golly. These all play on a tenor banjo, which was bought by a relative of mine in Liberia, Africa, on one of his travels, and it's an instrument that I later inherited. You shall reap just what you sow. You shall reap what you sow on the mountain, in the valley. You shall reap just what you sow. That's the whole song. And then we'll preface each verse by saying either brother, sister, or sinner, you shall reap what you sow as well. Come and sing with me, please. Throw in a bass valley. You shall reap just what you sow. You shall reap just what you sow. Spiritual songs often connect the physical work of this life to the spiritual work of the next life. Now, during this song, your part is this. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Over and over. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let's hear some bass. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Not too slow. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Keep singing that over and over. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Keep it up. Hold on, don't tire out. When you plow, don't lose your track. Can't plow straight and keep looking back. Keep your hand on that plow. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Better keep your hand on the plow. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. If you want to get to heaven, I'll tell you how. Keep your hand right on that plow. Keep your hand on that plow. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Better keep your hand right on the plow. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Keep on plowing and don't you tire. Every round goes higher and higher. Keep your hand on the plow. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Better keep your hand right on the plow. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. If that plow stays in your hand, head you straight for the promised land. Keep your hand on that plow. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Better keep your hand on that plow. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. In the 1830s, a family by the name of Hutchinson, the father, 3 brothers, and a sister, started touring the United States professionally with songs that told the story of the United States. Some of those stories were sincere and supportive, and some of them were just a bit satirical. Of course, people in the 1830s to the 1890s have appreciated a little bit of political satire, just as we do today. The 1862 Homestead Act elicited mixed responses from people in politics as well as from ordinary citizens, wondering how this was going to affect our country and how giving away lands to railroads to encourage them to go west, and then the railroads selling these lands to individuals or people trying to homestead without the resources to do so, might affect our country. On the other hand, how else were some of these folks to get some land? So, Uncle Sam's Farm was sung in the United States from the 1860s until its last performance at the 1893 Chicago World's Fair. Then come along, make no delay, come from every nation, come from every way. Our lands, they are broad enough, don't be alarmed, for Uncle Sam is rich enough to give us all a farm. Of all the mighty nations in the east or in the west, oh, this glorious Yankee nation is the greatest and the best. We have room for all creation, our banner is unfurled, there's a general invitation to the people of the world. And come along, make no delay, come from every nation, come from every way. Our lands, they are broad enough, don't be alarmed, for Uncle Sam is rich enough to give us all a farm. Now you've heard the refrain a few times. Next time it comes around, of course you're going to sing along with me. St. Lawrence marks our northern line, and fast her waters flow, and the Rio Grande our southern bound, way down to Mexico. From the great Atlantic Ocean, where the sun begins to dawn, leaps across the Rocky Mountains far away to Oregon. And come along, make no delay, come from every nation, come from every way. Our lands, they are broad enough, don't be alarmed, for Uncle Sam is rich enough to give us all a farm. While the South raise the cotton and the West the corn and pork, New England manufactories shall do upland work. From the deep and flowing waterfalls that course along our hills, are just the thing for washing sheep and driving cotton mills. Then come along, make no delay, come from every nation, come from every way. Our lands, they are broad enough, don't be alarmed, for Uncle Sam is rich enough to give us all a farm. Our fathers gave us liberty, but little did they dream the grand results that pour along this mighty age of steam. From our mountains, lakes, and rivers are all a blaze of fire, and we send our news by lightning on the telegraphic wire. Then come along, make no delay, come from every nation, come from every way. Our lands, they are broad enough, don't be alarmed, for Uncle Sam is rich enough to give us all a farm. Yes, Uncle Sam is rich enough to give us all a farm. Ah, for those days. And come they did, from many nations and from many parts of this nation already developed, some of them with more resources than others. In the 1870s, a talented and gifted Norwegian fiddler by the name of Ole Bull played a circuit of concerts and grew quite wealthy as a result of his playing, even playing for the King of Norway. He pulled his money together and sponsored a group of Norwegian immigrants to come to the United States. They landed in Pennsylvania, and Ole had previously made the transaction to purchase the land on which they could homestead and set up their claims. The man who sold him the land forgot to mention that he didn't own it. Ole Bull was out his money, he was out the land, and his people were out of a place to live. He played another year of concerts to purchase additional land, which his unfortunate immigrant following could then occupy. Of course, there's always someone to make fun of us when we make dumb mistakes, isn't there? Dietmar Meidel in the Norwegian newspapers wrote the song Oleana. The folk singer Pete Seeger and the American musicologist Alan Lomax wrote the English words to Oleana. I'll sing the refrain of it first. This is being played on a lap dulcimer or mountain dulcimer, a descendant of the zither, of the Scandinavian table dulcimer, and other instruments. Here's the refrain of Oleana. You know the drill, you're going to sing. If you can keep track of one word, you can sing the refrain. Here we go. Let's do it together. Ready? Ole, ole, Anna. Ole, ole, Anna. Ole, 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 Anna. Oh, to be in Oleana, that's where I'd like to be, than be bound in Norway and drag the chains of slavery. Ole, ole, Anna. Ole, ole, Anna. Ole, 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 Anna. Wheat and corn just plant themselves and grow a good 4 feet a day, while on your bed you rest yourself, inquiring of the price of hay. Ole, ole, Anna. Ole, ole, Anna. Ole, 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 Anna. Little roasted piggies rush about the city streets, inquiring so politely if a slice of ham you'd like to eat. Ole, ole, Anna. Ole, ole, Anna. Ole, 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 Anna. To Oleana you must go, there you'll find it done all day. Cows are calves, cows and calves do all the work, while on your bed you rest the day. Ole, ole, Anna. Ole, ole, Anna. Ole, 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 Anna. So if you'd like a happy life, to Oleana you must go. The poorest wretch in Norway becomes a king in a year or so. Ole, ole, Anna. Ole, ole, Anna. Ole, 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 Anna. In farm work, as in any other kind of work, there are things to grumble about. And sometimes those are the funnest songs to sing, because in a song you might sing something that you wouldn't ordinarily say, because we don't like to complain, you know. I'm all right. It's okay. It's not that bad, right? Well, the song Father Grumble was known to people in New England and in the eastern United States before it migrated west with its singers as far west as Minnesota. I'll play it on the guitar. That was purchased by a young man in Minnesota with his first payment from the Minnesota National Guard of $50 silver in a second-hand shop. There was an old man who lived in a wood, as you can plainly see, who said he could do more work in a day than his wife could do in 3. If that be true, the old woman said, why then you must allow that you shall do my work for a day while I go drive the plow. But you must milk the tiny cow for fear she should go dry, and you must feed the little pigs that are within the sty, and you must watch the bracket hen lest she should lay astray, and you must wind the reel of yarn that I spun yesterday. The old woman took a staff in her hand and went to drive the plow. The old man took a pail in his hand and went to milk the cow. But Tiny hinched and Tiny flinched and Tiny cocked her nose, and Tiny gave the old man such a kick that blood ran down to his toes. 'Twas hey, my good cow, and how, my good cow, and now, my good cow, stand still. If ever I milk this cow again, it's gonna be against my will. And when he'd milked the tiny cow for fear she should go dry, why then he fed the little pigs that were within the sty. And then he watched the bracket hen lest she should lay astray. But he forgot the reel of yarn his wife spun yesterday. He swore by all the leaves on the trees and all the stars in heaven that his wife could do more work in a day than he could do in 7. Now, gentlemen, you keep that in mind. Women, you also keep in mind that if ever you learn how to milk, that is what you're going to be stuck doing. It is said that a woman's hands are more suited to milking than a man's. There was a woman in a story who said she never would learn how to milk because the milking had to be done every day. And if she didn't learn how to milk, her husband could not go off on overnight hunting trips. You see how he'd have to return and do the morning's milking every day. From the diary of Mrs. Sarah Price of Ottawa, Illinois, who lost 2 sons in the Civil War, comes this song. She was probably an uncomplaining woman, but confided to her diary this housewife's lament. This is the refrain of the song. Oh, life is a toil and love is a trouble. Riches will fade and riches will flee. Pleasures they dwindle and prices they double, and nothing is as I would wish it to be. It's a happy little ditty. If you'll pardon me just a moment, I'm going to raise the key of the song so that I may compete with that dragonfly or whatever it is that's flying around in the sky overhead. There we go. One day I was walking, I heard a complaining, and saw an old woman, the picture of gloom. She gazed at the mud on her doorstep, 'twas raining, and this was her song as she wielded her broom. Oh, life is a toil and love is a trouble. Beauty will fade and riches will flee. Pleasures they dwindle and prices they double, and nothing is as I would wish it to be. And if you'll sing the refrains with me, I guarantee you'll feel better. There's too much of worriment goes to a bonnet. There's too much of ironing goes to a shirt. There's nothing that pays for the time you waste on it. There's nothing that lasts us but trouble and dirt. Oh, life is a toil and love is a trouble. Beauty will fade and riches will flee. Pleasures they dwindle and prices they double, and nothing is as I would wish it to be. In March it is mud, it is slush in December. The midsummer breezes are loaded with dust. In fall the leaves litter, in muddy September the wallpaper rots and the candlesticks rust. Oh, life is a toil and love is a trouble. Beauty will fade and riches will flee. Pleasures they dwindle and prices they double, and nothing is as I would wish it to be. There's worms on the cherries and slugs on the roses, and ants in the sugar and mice in the pies. The rubbish of spiders no mortal supposes, and ravaging rodents and damaging flies. Oh, life is a toil and love is a trouble. Beauty will fade and riches will flee. Pleasures they dwindle and prices they double, and nothing is as I would wish it to be. See, you do feel better. I thought that you would. In the years 1856 to 1860, well over 1,000 Mormon immigrants pulled their handcarts from first Iowa City and later from Florence, Nebraska to the Salt Lake in Utah. And once they had gotten there, commenced to make a Dixieland, as was the term given to a utopian kind of community, a Dixieland out of the desert. And in their efforts to do that, they tried to rely as little as possible, and soon not at all, on imported goods, but to simply produce everything that they needed in their own communities. And this song is called Home Manufactures. And it has some elements in it that you might find in common with the purposes of County Poor Farms in trying to be self-sustaining. Let home manufactures engage our attention, for foreign productions must suffer declension. Here home manufactures must carry the day. 'Tis here in the valleys the power of invention will never die out, but will ever increase. We're learning the lessons of cooperation, increasing in union, indwelling in peace. The mountains around us abound with productions our mechanics can use in endless constructions, in home manufactures in every way. Here timber and iron and coal in abundance, with niter and sulfur and other choice things. And we are the boys that possess the assurance to cope with the world with its nobles and kings. We've tinkers and tailors and soldiers and sailors and farmers and blacksmiths, shoemakers and nailers, the bone and the sinew in mighty array. The founders and printers and weavers and hatters, with carpenters, masons, and other trades. With these we'll control manufacturing matters and make foreign aid disappear in the shades. Many homestead plots were taken up by single men, driven west perhaps by the fact that they were not the eldest son and were not destined to inherit the family farm back east or back in the old country, but hoping then to establish themselves in a new country. And I think, as in songs I've already sung you, they found what life is like being a bachelor without those feminine touches on the farm to bolster them up. Despite the dusty conditions of this man's existence, he chooses to sing the song to the tune of the Irish Washerwoman. My name is Frank Bowler, an old bachelor I am. I'm keeping old batch on an elegant plan. You'll find me out west in the county of Lane, starving to death on a government claim. My house, it is built of the national soil. The walls are erected according to Hoyle. The roof has no pitch but is level and plain, and I always get wet when it happens to rain. But hurrah for Lane County, the land of the free, the home of the grasshopper, bedbug, and flea. I'll sing of her praises and boast of her flame while starving to death on my government claim. As you can see, I need a little help on that last line where it goes into the bass register. How happy I am when I crawl into bed, and a rattlesnake rattles his tail at my head, and the gay little centipede, void of all fear, crawls over my pillow and into my ear. And a nice little bedbug so cheerful and bright keeps me a scratching full half of the night. And the gay little flea with toes sharp as a tack plays "Why Don't You Catch Me" all over my back. But hurrah for Lane County, the land of the West, where the farmers and laborers are always at rest, where you've nothing to do but sweetly remain, and starving to death on your government claim. How happy I am on my government claim, where I've nothing to lose and I've nothing to gain. I've nothing to eat and I've nothing to wear, but nothing from nothing is honest and square. But here I am stuck, and so here I must stay. My money's all gone and I can't get away. There's nothing will make a man hard and profane like starving to death on a government claim. Then come to Lane County, there's room for you all, where the winds never cease and the rains never fall. Come join in the chorus and boast of her fame while starving to death on your government claim. A relative of mine rarely spoke until her later years of the fact that her first husband had died of tuberculosis and had to spend his waning years in a sanatorium. Well, that was not anything that we would think shameful today, but in those days there was stigma attached to those conditions of life which could reduce the strongest individual to dreadful circumstances and a situation of need. This song tells of a man being brought to the poorhouse by his family. As I took my way to the poorhouse this evening at set of sun, in a coffin of pine they were bringing him out. The old man's work was done. No mourners followed the coffin through the cold and blinding sleet. His children had all forsaken him and driven him out in the street. They have taken him out of the poorhouse to the potter's field of rest. Yes, taken him out of the poorhouse with the peace of death on his breast. The winter wind sighed sadly, the snow fell thick But the old man saw, and heeded it not, as they bore him quickly past. Oh God, what base ingratitude, when our children from us fly, and when we are old and feeble, to the poorhouse send us to die. They have taken him out of the poorhouse, the potter's field of rest. Yes, taken him out of the poorhouse, with the peace of death on his breast. Often I have seen him at eve, when his day work was done, with his children playing about him there, in the glow of the setting sun. Oh, he little thought those darlings, then so gentle and so sweet, would desert him when old and weary, and drive him out in the street. They have taken him out of the poorhouse, to the potter's field of rest. Yes, taken him out of the poorhouse, with the peace of death on his breast. In just a few minutes, we will be starting our final tour of the weekend of the County Asylum building. And I would like to end with a song about farming that perhaps we can relate to today as well as in times past. This is my life, littered with instruments. We museum people are always just hauling stuff around, aren't we? Wouldn't have it any other way. From the Grange movement and the Farmers Alliance movements, the movements of the Greenback Labor Party, the Populist Party, came many, many songs of social and political protest, which spread like prairie fires, according to the members of those groups, in disseminating a message to persons who were in positions to do something about the conditions of farmers, who were blamed for overproduction when in fact they couldn't afford to ship their goods on the railroads once rates had been raised for freight costs. When the farmer comes to town with his wagon broken down, oh, the farmer is the man who feeds them all. If you'll only look and see, I am sure you will agree that the farmer is the man who feeds them all. The farmer is the man, the farmer is the man, lives on credit till the fall. Then they take him by the hand and they lead him from the land, and the middleman's no wonder he don't die, for the mortgage man's the man who gets it all. When the banker says he's broke and the merchant's up in smoke, they forget that it's the farmer feeds them all. It would put them to the test if the farmer took the rest. They would know that it's the farmer feeds them all. The farmer is the man, the farmer is the man, lives on credit till the fall, and his pants are wearing thin, his condition it's a sin, he's forgot that he's the man who feeds them all. Let's sing it together and clap our hands on the strong beats of the song. On a clap, clap.